So I'm going to talk about this real quick because I have noticed this, and honestly, I feel like Xbox gamers have lowered their standards to just accept whatever Microsoft throws at them. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I have the highest standards when it comes to video games, but I at least I expect games to at least look good. I at least expect a game to have, some kind of, depth to them. But when it came to Battletoads, I actually played this fucking game. I have fucking Xbox Gamepass. I played the first stage. I was like, I'm not playing any more of this. I know exactly what this is. Story's nothing special. It's the, lol, look at me, we so random humor. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. No, not interested. Uninstall. That's my legit first reaction. Meanwhile, I played Ghost of Tsushima. I platinumed that game. I went all the way through that game and loved every single bit of that game. Outside of, I just didn't personally connect with the story as much, which is whatever. That's the smallest fucking minute point I could have had. And I kept wondering, like, is this really what Xbox gamers are defending? Are they really defending Battletoads, trying to compare it to Ghost of Tsushima? And obviously, I don't see people doing that, but is this really what they expect out of Microsoft? Just something that's playable at best? Then going into next generation, it feels worse in a way. Halo Infinite was supposed to be a launch title. This was supposed to be like the big selling point of Xbox. The next Xbox console. And it looked mediocre. It just looked like a mediocre game with a mediocre art style that looked bad. Then you see Spider-Man Miles Morales. Maybe the game isn't super fucking long. Maybe it doesn't last a billion hours. But fuck, man, I would take Spider-Man Miles Morales over Halo Infinite any day of the week. Simply because I know it will be a good game. Insomniac is a really good developer. And actually, I'm generally interested to see what they'll do with Spider-Man Miles Morales and what they'll do with the characters Miles goes up against. I want to see more of this universe. I want to see more of this Spider-Man world. I don't want to see any more Halo. What's to say? Is it because Spider-Man's newer? Is it because Halo's been around for so long? I don't know, but I feel like Microsoft very much has gone back to this well too much, and now it's starting to show that people just aren't interested in Halo anymore, especially when the game looks subpar at best. And for some reason, Xbox gamers, going back to my whole have they lowered their standards argument, they are defending this game, saying it looks good. You need to shut your mouth right now. You shut your mouth right now if you think Halo Infinite looks good. You think that looks good. But then some of these people are the ones who will trash games like Spider-Man Miles Morales without eating fucking bug snacks or Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Really? Really? This is the hill you want to die on? So I'm going to say it, guys. I do think Xbox gamers have lowered their standards. Because they're not putting as much money into the ecosystem as they had to before. $15 a month versus $65. Obviously the $15 is much more appealing. But then, I think some of these people who are only paying $15 a month, they're only expecting so much to come back to them. I think their standards have lowered because they thought, hey, if I get like X amount of games, that makes up for the lack of value I'm getting. Meanwhile, I'm seeing PlayStation gamers are walking away much more happy. I'm seeing them walk away with, much more smiles on their face. Like, hey, we're ending this generation on a good note. We have 3 fantastic games. And we have more games coming. Meanwhile, you look at Xbox gamers, they almost look depressed. And I'm not trying to, be a super negative Nancy, but look at someone like Kid Smooth. Kid Smooth has lowered his standards so far, and yet Microsoft keeps disappointing him. I feel like at this point, Xbox gamers need to demand more, or just go somewhere else. Go to PC gaming. Go to Nintendo. Go to Sony. Because Microsoft's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And I'm telling all the Xbox gamers right now, just put your biasness aside. Look at Sony. Look at Nintendo. I can almost guarantee you'll find at least one game you'll like. And if, really guys, if you are so worried about paying $200 to play a PlayStation 4, why are you paying, rumored to be about $600 for a Series X when you don't even know when the next big exclusive is coming? Really? Just, that's my rant. Yes, I do believe Xbox gamers have lowered their standards because they have no other fucking choice. It's either lower your standards or be borderline depressed about the console you chose. This is That PlayStation Gamer sign out. Peace out, y'all. Have a good day.